Hey, what's up, bro? Hope you're doing good because today we've got something pretty awesome to talk about. The brand new Outlast Trials update, patch 1.0.0.035, also known as 1.38 on PC. Yeah, this one's not just some little bug fix patch. Red Barrels really went all in on this one. We're talking about a huge content drop with new modes, events, features, and honestly, some really wild stuff that's going to make the game feel fresh again. So let's get straight into it, man. The biggest thing everyone's been talking about is the new permanent PvP mode called Invasion. This changes the whole vibe of Outlast Trials. Normally, you and your friends are just trying to survive these insane experiments, right? Now, imagine doing that while one of your own looks just like a reagent, but is actually an imposter sent to mess you up. That's the concept here. Players can opt into this new mode from the sleep room terminal. Once you're in, a random player will become an imposter for a couple of minutes. They look like any other reagent, but their whole mission is to hunt and disrupt the others. It's such a clever twist because it's not just random chaos. It's all about paranoia. You'll find yourself second guessing everyone around you. Like, is that your friend or are they about to stab you in the back? Literally. And the crazy part is the number of imposters scales depending on how many players are in your match. If there are two players, you'll only have one imposter. But if you've got a full squad of four, then two of them could be actively hunting at the same time. It keeps the intensity balanced while still giving that unpredictable edge. When you're playing as an imposter, you can't actually pick up reagent items, so that's one clue people can use to identify you. But still, when the adrenaline's pumping and everyone's running for their lives, small details like that are easy to miss. Imposters can also see disturbances caused by the players, which makes it easier for them to track you down. They've even got special abilities and moves that can be upgraded using this new imposter progression system that Red Barrels added, which they're calling Chems. These Chems unlock different abilities like faster door breaching, better movement speed while chasing players, improved melee attacks like slash and stab, and even an evasion move that lets you slide away from danger. It adds some really cool depth to the PvP system. You're not just pretending to be a regent. You're leveling up your imposter skills, becoming a scarier and smarter predator each time you play. What's even better is that Red Barrels made this mode optional. Not everyone wants that kind of stress, right? So if you just want to stick to the regular Trials experience, you totally can. But for those who love that sense of mistrust and chaos, this is perfect. You can even choose to allow or block invasions from friends. And if you want to take it further, there's a global invasion setting that unlocks at therapy level 30, letting anyone invade your game. Imagine trying to complete a mission and suddenly realizing the random teammate helping you is actually an imposter sent to ruin everything. That's pure Outlast energy right there. And they didn't stop with that. The update also brought in two brand new MK challenges, one called Beguile the Children, which takes place in the fun park, and another called Investigate the Minotaur, set in the shopping mall. These challenges are just as creepy and disturbing as you'd expect from Outlast. The environments are packed with new traps, jump scares, and messed up visuals that make you feel like you're really losing your grip on reality. If you've been playing since launch, these new trials are a great way to shake things up and test your nerves again. Now, let's talk about the limited time event, Geister. This event is split into two parts. The first one started on October 21st and runs until November 4th, and then part 2 picks up from November 4th and runs until November 18th. It's got that perfect creepy timing, right around Halloween. The event brings back some of the fan-favorite Geister variators, like hallucinations, organ samples, enraged enemies, and this time there are even more imposters roaming around. It's chaos, but it's the fun kind of chaos that makes you scream, laugh, bat, and panic all at the same time. During the Geister event, you'll have special event tasks and the chance to earn tokens that can be used to unlock exclusive cosmetics. You can expect your screen to glitch out, your sanity meter to feel like it's working overtime, and the overall gameplay to feel more unpredictable. This event basically pushes everything that's already unsettling about Outlast and cranks it up another level. And yeah, speaking of cosmetics, the update introduced a new in-game store for the first time. This is where players can spend Murkoff coins, which are the new in-game currency. The store features the black market outfits, past event catalog items, and some DLC cosmetics. There's even a free daily Murkoff box you can open every day for rewards. Plus, they added a special cosmetic for your first purchase, which is a nice little incentive. It's actually a smart move because Outlast Trials is purely co-op and PvP focused, so cosmetics don't affect gameplay balance, they're just about showing off your style. To go along with all that, they've also added Twitch drops, which means you can earn new outfits and rewards just by watching streams of the Outlast Trials from verified creators. You just have to link your Twitch account to your game through the main menu. It's a cool way to keep the community active and connected while rewarding players for engaging with the game outside of just playing it. One of the biggest quality of life changes, though, is the addition of easy anti-cheat. This one's huge because, let's be honest, any game that starts introducing PvP elements needs some serious cheat protection. With this system now in place, Red Barrels can keep things fair and balanced, making sure the new invasion mode doesn't get ruined by cheaters. What's really cool about this update is that it feels like Red Barrels is finally shaping the Outlast Trials into a long-term, live service style experience, but without losing its horror roots. They're giving players reasons to come back with events, new trials, and that social aspect of being able to invade or be invaded by other players. It adds so many layers of replayability. And man, the paranoia this new mode brings, it's next level. You could be playing with your best friend and suddenly start suspecting them because their behavior seems just a little off. Maybe they're lagging behind too much, or they're not healing you when you're down. That tension is exactly what makes Outlast so special. It's not just about monsters chasing you, it's about the psychological horror of not knowing who or what to trust. If you're playing as the imposter, you're basically living the dream. You get to blend in, trick everyone, and strike at the perfect moment. There's something super satisfying about watching the panic spread when people finally realize someone among them isn't who they thought. It's like a horror version of Among Us, but way darker and with the Outlast level of violence and fear. The Chems system makes this mode even better. You can customize your imposter playstyle depending on how you like to mess with people. Want to go full aggressive? Upgrade your stab ability and movement speed so you can hunt fast. Want to play it smart and stealthy? Focus on evasion and tracking abilities so you can stay hidden and strike when no one expects it. It gives you room to develop your own strategies, and that's going to lead to some really entertaining gameplay moments, especially for content creators and streamers. And let's not forget, Red Barrels also added 2 new featured trial maker creations. If you're someone who enjoys custom content, this is an awesome way to experience community-driven ideas while still earning rewards. They've been refining the system so people can make their own trials that feel like official ones, which keeps the game's content pipeline flowing even between big updates. Another small but really important touch in this patch is how they continue to fine-tune the balancing. Enemies, traps, and even how certain objectives work have been tweaked to make things smoother and fairer, especially for solo players. Outlast Trials has always been a challenge, but these small changes make a noticeable difference in how enjoyable and less frustrating it feels without losing that constant tension. It's worth pointing out that the developers are really listening to player feedback. A lot of the changes here, like the optional PvP toggle, the friend invasion controls, and the new anti-cheat system, were things players had been asking for since launch. So it's good to see the devs not only hearing the community, but also implementing those suggestions in meaningful ways. What's also nice is that they didn't just make this update for the hardcore fans. Even if you're new to the game, this is the perfect time to jump in. There's so much fresh content, and the matchmaking feels alive again because everyone's trying out Invasion and the Geister event. The fear, the laughter, the betrayals, it's all happening right now.